Everyone, my report is all about the study of logic presentation by Betcha Kucha. I'm Angel Grace and Orozco from AB Political Science Section 4A. Before the start, I will going to getting to know me. My name is Angel Grace and Orozco. My nickname is Jel or Grace or H. My age is 22 years old. My birthday is December 7, 1998. My address is Caloocan City and my province Quezon Province. Let's begin. Let's go into main topic. Logic. People use words like logic and logicals as lot often without really understanding what they mean. Strictly speaking, logic is the science or the study of how is to evaluate arguments and reasoning. It is a matter of opinion. It is a science of how the argument must be formed in order to be reasonable or correct. Obviously, a better it is understanding is a critically for helping as a reason and thinks better without it is too easily for us to fall into error. Next. Logics, the science and arts of reasoning. Logic is a science. On the other hand, investigations discover, expressions, systemize, demonstrates, and explains the laws of correct thinking. Logic is an art. On the hand, direct reasons as an art is the guidesman's reason, so that he can proceed with order and precisions. So we have two kinds of logics. We have a first is deductive methods, second and deductive knowledge. In deductive methods, where can be obtained universal knowledge by considering the particular things. Deductive knowledge when we proceed from universal knowledge to particular cases. Next, we have branches of logics. We have three branches of logics. First is the formal logic. Second is the material logic. Third is a symbolized logic. Formal logic, this is the centered on the operations of the mind from the point of view of correct thinking. Material logic, this is focused on the study of the main philosophical logic problems taken upon in the logic such as problems of the universal abstractions or in deductions. Symbolized logic is a way to present to logical expression as a statement that have the truth value. They are either true or false. Next proceeds, we have a three material logic acts levels of mind. First is simple apprehensions. It is the basic operations of the mind or the mental process by which we grasp and general meaning of the things without affirming or denying anything about it. Judging. It is the act of minds by which is we compare two concepts either they agree or not. If we are not but concept together with the result is called judgments or propositions. Reasoning is the acts of minds by which we derive new truth from a previously assumed truth. The mind combines several judgments or propositions in order to arrive of a previously unknown judgment. It's called a syllogism. Next is we have a pipe concept of logics. First is concept logic, the presentations of an object by intellect through which man understands of concept a thing. It is an idea starts with an outside reality appropriate by the sense. First impressions. First impression that is a reality. Concerted concept is express. How to express. Absolute concept that is a figure. Connotative concept that is the characteristic. Positive and negative concept that is the facial expressions of if you have happy or sad. Next, we have a three logical levels of expressions. First is term is a word that denotes a particular object. By denoting term, bring us an object or idea. Second, proposition is a sentence in which the objects and predicate are combined in order states and something as a true or false. A proposition therefore is either affirming or denies. Inference. Last is inference. Inference is the process by which is the mind draws new knowledge or insight from any given proposition or a set of positions. Inference most follows the valid sequence of permissions. Next, proceed. Simples and complex logic. Simples when the term used consists of a word from the instructor just as a simple term. Complex is composed of many terms but standing on one idea. Example, the ladies in the red walking on the street. Next, significant and non-significant logic. Significant when determined to directly express a concept. It is called a significance. Non-significance when it is not a point directly to the nature of thing. Next slide. Distributive and collective. Distributive is a term of distributive when it does show the essence of entire singularity. Collocative is a term collect when it shows the essence of the essence as a group. Next, univocal, equivocal, and analogical logic. Univocal, a term is said to be a univocal when it's the new same meaning. Equivocal is a term it's said to be an equal when it's used in entirely different sense. Analogical is a term it's said to be in analogical when it's used distinct when the related sense. Contrary and contradictory logic. Contrary is a terms are ones that present two extremes of the same genus. Contradictory is a terms are ones they are totally opposite to each other. Next, that next is develop a logic development thinking skills. Logic develop thinking skills we have logic development thinking skills. First is use psychological distance. Second is a thinking strategically. Third is use conditional statements. Fourth is visualize mind maps. 6 is playing with puzzle and crosswords. 7 is read and solve mystery. 8 is debate and 9 is get creative. That is how to logic development thinking skills. Next proceeds is logics, reasonings, and emotions. Reasons is the process of supporting a claim or conclusions based on evidence. It involves both the discipline used, the intelligence, and applications rules for the problem solving. Logic reasoning. It's presented in the structures from the support by primes, however everyday use by reasons are borders and require creative thought and emotional discernment. Next proceeds. Critical thinking. Critical thinking is the term is used often but it is always properly understood. Put it is understood simply critical thinking means developing and reliable, rational evaluations of an argument or idea. Critical thinking is a means of something's truth from falsehoods and reasonables from unreasonable belief. It is frequently involves finding laws in the arguments of the others, and but that is not all that is all about. It is not a simple about a crystallizing idea. It is about the developing and the ability to think about ideas with greater critical distance. Next, proceed. This is the parts of propositions logic. The parts of proposition logic, we have a three. First is the subject. Subject is about which something is affirmed or denied. Second is predicate. What is affirmed or denied to the subject. Third is the cupula. It is either affirmed, it is not if a negative. Next is a types of propositions logics. We have three types of propositions logic. First is exclamatory. Exclamatory sentence that is express our emotions. Interrogative sentence that is ask of questions. Imperative sentence logic that is give others. Next is types of inference logic. We have two types of inference logic. First is immediate inference. Immediate inference, when there is no immediate inference, are derived on opposite side. Meditate inference in, for instance, and categorical syllogisms when it is an meditate inference. Next is the logical fallacies or logical fallacies. Logical fallacies is a reasoning that is not based on the pure facts, it's other words, but bad logic because the agreements are not sound. Next, last is we have three types of logic fascicles. We have appeal ignorance. Second, polarity logic. Third is appeal to emotions logic. Appeal of ignorance is saying something, it's true or false, it's because evidence to the contrary is not unknown. Polarity is a good people in the government. Last is appeal to emotion, it's saying something, it's true or false based on the emotions or feelings. So that is my report about the study of the logic. And thank you for your listening. Keep safe and God bless.